Good Erev Shabbos, everyone. On Shabbos, Erev Shabbos, Kodesh Parshas, Emor, Tavshin Pei. I want to ask you a question that we're going to see the Meshech Chochma in the end of the Parsha is going to address. That question is as follows. How much does a Jewish farmer living in Eretz Yisrael, how much must he give away to the Kohanim and Leviim and the poor people? Of the produce that he harvests, how much does he keep for himself? How much must he give away? And what's the significance to that number? Those are the questions that our Meshech Chochma of this week is going to address. Zok the pasuk in Perek Chav Gimel pasuk Mem, State in pasuk is talking about the four species, the davening we take on Sukkot. Lokachtem chem yemarishin, you take on the first day, a pre-eitz hadar, the esrog, kaplis tamarim, on the eitz avos, ari nachal, all the four minim, the rule of esrog, gadas, and maravos. Usmachtem ben Hashem lokechim shivas yamim, and you make yourself besimcha in front of Hashem with these four species, shivas yamim for 7 days. Zok the Meshech Chochma azoi. Yitachin oidim ramiz, it's mistaver, makes sense to say that this pasuk of taking the pre-eitz hadar is coming to hint at the following. From all the toil and all the gathering, all the work that the Yiddish farmer does during the year, you have to sow and you have to plow, you have to harvest. What is the ikar tachlis? What's the main goal of all the toil that the Yiddish farmer does? It's the amount that's given to the Shomrei Hadas. It's the amount of money given to those who guard the religion. It's the money he gives to the poor people. That is really the goal, the tachlis of all the farmers' work, and all of our work. The tithes are given to the Kehanim, given to the Leviim, given to the Aniyim, the poor people. What's given? Meiser Rishon or Meiser Ani or Meiser Sheni. Every year you're giving 10%. You're giving Meiser Rishon Meiser Rishon and Meiser Sheni or Meiser Ani, depending on the year. So that's put to the side 2/10, right? That's 1/5. You're giving 2/10 to Kohanim, Leviim, and Aniyim. Then you have Bikurim, Peya, and Truma. Zok the Meshech Chochma Shein Kol Echad Ve'echad Mishishim. Midrabanan, the Rambam says in Hilchos Bikurim, the Rambam says in Perek Beis Lachiyad Zayin, the Bikurim is Midrabanan the 60th. In Matanas Ani in Perek Aleph Lachat Tezvav, the Rambam speaks out that by Peya also the shear is 1/60th, and Truma as well. Mishnah and Trumas, the Rambam also says in Perek Gimel Halacha Aleph, Truma is 1/60th. So each one of those three, Kol Echem Hen Echem Mishishim, Bikurim, Peya, and Truma. Bikurim are in the 7 species. Shivas Aminim, you have to bring it to the Kohen. Peya is the corner of the field you must leave for them and for the poor people. And Truma is Truma. All those three each are 1/60th. Uvechlolam heima echem me'esrin, 1/20th. So together, 1/60th plus 1/60th plus 1/60th is 3/60ths or 1/20th. Shu noisef mechelik reviya chelik hamishi. 1/20th is the amount that when you add that to a fifth, you get a quarter, right? So 4/20ths we'll say is Meiser Rishon and Meiser Sheni or Meiser Ani. If I didn't lose you yet, it's 2/10, which is 4/20ths. That's 1/5. You add 1/20th, which is Bikurim, Peya, and Truma. You add that to 4/20ths, which is 1/5. You get 1/4. In other words, 1/5 plus 1/20th equals 1/4. You have to know that Meiser Rishon and Meiser Sheni and Meiser Ani, they're both not exactly 10%. Meiser Sheni is taken from what's left over after you already took the Meiser Rishon. Zeh mashlim haleket. So the leket, maybe the shikha, other matnasim and mashlim that. At the end of the day, Zok the Meshech Chochma, the answer to our first question is 25%, 1/4. The Yiddish farmer gives away 1/4 of his amul, of his yigia, of all his toiling. 1/4 goes to Kehanim, to Leviim, to Aniyim. Lezem moirish mipri haaretz haravi shenischalek la'aniyim Leviim Kehanim. That tells us 1/4 goes to them. That is the main goal of the amul, the toil of the person, is to get to that 1/4. That quarter is kodesh. Therefore, here comes the bang. Therefore, of the 4 minim that we take on Sukkot, the lulav, esrog, gadas, and maravos, the only fruit that you take trumas and maises from is the esrog. It's 1/4 of all the minim. The species represent the person's wealth and how he's been working the entire year. 1/4 of his wealth, of the representation of his wealth, is a fruit that's chayim and trumas and ulazeh tismechu. And this is the simcha that we bring with us to the Beis HaMikdash on Sukkot with our Daled Minim, that we merited giving money to the Aniyim and supporting the Aniyim and the Kahanim and the Levim. An unbelievable Meshech where he's teaching us, we think we're working to support ourselves, and the goal of our Parshas is to support ourselves, and we have an obligation. There's 100% an obligation to support oneself. But the real goal of making money is to give the tzedakah. And that's why if anyone asks you, why is only one of the 4 species of fruit? It's to teach us that the ikr, the main part of our parnasa, the goal is to be able to give the matnasaniyim, be able to give others from our money. So it's something to keep in mind. 2 people are doing the same exact thing with different kavanas. This person is involved in mundane matters. This person doing the same thing is involved in the spiritual matters. It all comes down to the kavana. If we're mechaven when we're working, we're making our parnasas, that I hope to be able to give the 1/4, whatever the amount is, to the aniyim, then the whole thing is a ruchnius endeavor. The whole thing is spirituality. The whole thing is avodas Hashem. But if my kavana chas v'shalom is otherwise, just for myself, then it's just mundane. We should all be zoiche to have the proper kavana in mind, and then we're oisik in avodas Hashem 24/7. Wishing everyone a wonderful and a gesunter Shabbos.